2022. And we have a tiny meeting tonight, but that's okay. Really appreciate everyone coming out. We know it's a special day for a lot of families. So we appreciate you being with us on that special day. Next slide, please. Some house rules. Please keep your mic on mute. Unmute your mic when you need to speak. Use the chat box for questions or comments. And this meeting is being recorded. If you would like interpretation, please click the globe at the bottom of the screen and you will be transferred to the Spanish channel. This is your story, your voice. This is our parent group, Somos DLI monthly meeting. I'm Ashley Peak. I'm your Somos DLI president. We also have Allison Urungary, who is our Somos DLI secretary. She's not with us this evening, but she's awesome. And we have Jackie Maria, who is with us, our Somos vice president.
Good evening, parents.
We also have Esther Garcia, our coordinator for English learners, TK through 12. Oh, we skipped Patricia. I'm not sure if Patricia was here or if you wanted to say hi, Esther, but Patricia is our teacher on special assignment for our DLI program. Tonight. Yes. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
To find the mic. But Patricia will not be here. She did have a special event for her son, who's also in DLI, and she asked to attend the event because it's the last one of the school year. So of course, you know, she wants to be with her son. And I am Esther Garcia. So welcome everyone, and thank you for being with us.
That makes sense. It is a busy time of year for everybody right now. Our agenda tonight starts with the Cheech Marin Center for Chicano Art and Culture, summer opportunities, DLI updates, and open Q&A. And some of the backstory of Somos, meaning we are, the goals of our group are to provide resources to DLI families to ensure success, to foster communication between school sites, parents, and the district, enhance engagement of all stakeholders, encourage ideas and opportunities for students, and develop a roadmap for families. Okay, and starting off our evening, we have Alexa Vasquez, part of the Cheech and Ram Riverside Art Museum, Museum Tour Coordinator.
Hi, everybody, or buenas tardes, feliz día. I know it's Mother's Day and my mom's downstairs waiting for me, you know, to get ready for the rest of the day with her. So I very much appreciate everybody coming here and having to, you know, be able to hear this, because it's a lot of information, probably some that you have heard or haven't heard, but for the most part, it's very exciting information of stuff that's been in the works for almost 4 years now. But here I am going to share my screen now. Okay, so again, I am Alexa Vasquez, Museum Tour Coordinator of the Cheech Marin Center for Chicano Art and Culture, as well as the Riverside Art Museum. And I'm here to tell you guys a little bit about the opening and basically all of the events that are going to happen on the public opening on June 18th, 2022, so of this year. So a few things is the activities that are going to happen, because we have the main opening for the center. Tickets have sold out for the main opening, like the grand opening to actually enter the center, but that does not mean that you can't buy tickets for even the day after, so June 19th, which I believe is a Sunday. And then all throughout the rest of the year, as well as next year, you can buy tickets ahead of time online, but again, the main day is sold out, but that does not mean you can't participate in like the activities that we have planned for the day. We have a Cheech procession with lowriders. So it's going to be a whole kind of like parade, I guess, of lowriders coming from one part of Riverside all the way down to the other. So it's kind of like a whole downtown as well as other parts of Riverside type of activity where people can follow along with them or meet them where they're going to end at, which is like right by the center. And then the Zócalo activation, which is the main part of the front of the Cheech. So this is like going to have artists talking to people as well as like doing activities. And there's going to be tickets on sale for, you know, the next day and every other day after that. Merchandise for the Cheech Center and RAM that goes directly to us because we are like nonprofit. So it really helps out. And then you also get to rep us and everything that's new. And lowriders in the parking lot because of the parade. Street fair in partnership with Cosme Cordova Division and Gallery. So it's going to have basically like you would for Dia de los Muertos festival that we have in downtown almost every year and things like that. So all of that stuff, all of those things that aren't in the center are free to the public and open for families mostly. So we basically call it our family day because we really, really push for families coming out and at least getting to, you know, be a part of the atmosphere of the Cheech opening because it is a celebration. There was a lot of work that has been going into this and still because we are, you know, 6 weeks close to opening day. So it's very, very hectic, as you can imagine on our side, but we're very, very excited for what's to come. The concert, benefit concert that just happened with Los Lobos was just last Friday or Saturday, I believe. And that went well. And there's so much more coming in later, but at least this activity is something that if you aren't like up to date with the tickets and everything that are going on sale, this is something that you can just attend on a Saturday afternoon with your family and maybe visiting family as well. And then tickets to the Cheech are sold out, just mentioned that. You can buy tickets on the website, so on riversideartmuseum.org, or if you just look up like the Cheech Marine Center on Google, we will come up and all that and more is available for you. We also have free days, which are mostly considered like our family days too, which is the first Thursdays on Arts Walk and first Sundays, I believe, unless, you know, stated otherwise by the city. But those days are free to the public, so people can come from that time. And then we also have discounted tickets that are announced every now and then. If you sign up to be a member, I'm sure you can get all of this discount information as well, but that's all again on the website. And then our inaugural exhibition. So this is everything that will be featured in the Cheech for the opening until the end of this year. So we have the Cheech Collects. So overall, the Cheech Marine Center is from Cheech Marine, who is an actor, you know, activist, father, musician, comedian, all of that. He is from the duo most famously known, Cheech and Chong, that is like, was his peak. So still is, honestly, but he is not an artist himself, but an art appreciator, especially for Chicano art. So this center was basically presented to him as a way to celebrate the artwork that he has collected over the years. He has been collecting Chicano artwork since the 1980s, since actually he could, you know, be able to actually purchase these works because they are so like from legendary Chicano artists. So with, you know, all the money that he was getting from the roles that he was getting as an actor, he took his love and appreciation for Chicano art and actually wanted to purchase the original pieces from Chicano artists that he was just studying and he loved so much. So Cheech Collects is basically what we call the works that were in his possession that will be featured at the Cheech Marine Center. And that is all going to be like on our website from, what time to what time they will be actually exhibited. So we have works from Jacinto Guevara, who he is very well known for his like very much neighborhood, like urban paintings that he has. And then we have Margaret Garcia, also very well-known Chicana artist. These are just like a little bit sneak previews of what's to come, but these paintings will be featured at the center this June. And then Carlos Almaraz as well. This is actually like Esther Fernandez, her favorite. So Esther couldn't be here today, but she is the teach director, but she really, really wanted to, and she gave me the whole rundown before I came here, and she wanted it to be everything and more for you guys to know how to get access into the Cheech. And then we have the De La Torre Brothers retro perspective. So this is going to be our entire second floor. And it is basically an installation by two brothers who are Mexican-American from Mexico, then later lived on their younger years in San Diego. And they are actually glass blowers, glass artists. This is one of their pieces. And they have a lot of sculptures that we are actually going to house for a while. And they are beautiful, beautiful works. They have so much to say about their relationship with just Latino culture in general. So their works say a lot for what they grew up in and what they believe in. These are more of their works. So it is glass, sculpture, various sizes, really big. We have very, very big pieces of theirs, which we're very, very excited about. But they have the entire second floor, like I said again. This will be also featured in there, as well as a main installation that is like the first thing you see when you walk into the center. And it really, really makes it worthwhile walking in those first steps into the building. And the Altura Community Gallery, which is going to be in the first floor of the Cheech, is a community gallery that we are going to house local artists, as well as students from around the community, from different age groups. We aren't necessarily getting the more professionally trained, so this is actually open very much for community outreach and community exposure. So we really want to kind of emphasize what the Cheech is actually made for, instead of, just the Chicano collection that was Cheech's. And then the most important thing, which is what I work in, which is art education for the Cheech and Riverside Art Museum. And the center's goal in education is to be an integral part of learning about Chicano and Latino art and culture. It is basically the most important thing to not only me as someone who is in art education, but to Esther, who is the Cheech director. She has an education background, so it is something that she is pushing for. This is something that she wants people to know, that the moment they walk in, that this is a center that people are going to come out having learned something new, if not having learned something more of what they already know. So this is just some things that are coming up, mostly for students and families as well. Summer programming at the Cheech. So this kind of goes into maybe what you guys will talk about later for the summer programming as well, like what to do. And with the opening of the Cheech Marine Center coming up in the summer, we are prepared to invite students in to take art classes of various mediums. We are expanding our creative mediums to further emphasize the focus of all the Cheech reflects, with new classes on filmmaking, more Chicano art studies, and many more. And then classes will soon be announced on our website as well as on our social media. It is very important to us to take the next step with the center. Not saying that Riverside Art Museum wasn't doing that, but with the Cheech, there is new ground that we feel like we need to cover in regards to art education. Arts is not just painting and drawing, it's more, and we feel that the Cheech kind of encompasses all of that, from filmmaking that I'm going to be teaching, which I'm super excited about, filmmaking, photography, which is also being done at the Riverside Art Museum, to sculpture classes, to just being involved within the space of the Cheech is creative within itself. So we really want people and students to come in and feel that when they are there. And again, the classes are going to be announced for the summer. It's classes from Monday through Friday. And that will be an entire class where you come out with multiple pieces of artwork or one really big one at the end. But it is with me and other artists that we have at the Riverside Art Museum, as well as a lot of Spanish and English classes that will be integrated into our program, mostly Chicano and Latino art studies as well. So. And then we have Art to Go at RUSD already, which is something most parents already know of because the kids come home with like artwork every week. So Art to Go is actually something that I started with as well before I became full-time at the museum. And it is when art instructors go into different schools in Riverside, and we teach an art lesson for an hour or so. And we have actually included Cheech Collects into the new curriculum. So not only are we, opening up this Chicano Center, but we are actually going to the schools and having students learn about the artists that will be featured. We actually have seen so much, including myself, seen so much impact on having that exposure to the students and what it means to them. I know myself as someone who grew up in Riverside, as well as my family, kind of talking to them and saying that, did you ever think we were going to have like the Chicano Art Center down the street from us? And they're like, I would have never thought something like this would happen. So it's very comforting to know that work like this is being exposed to and so accessible to younger generations. So Art to Go is one thing. And then Walk and Wonder tours, which is what I do. As a museum tour coordinator, I basically schedule the tours as well as build the curriculum for the tours. We currently just do Riverside Art Museum until the Cheech opens, but we are being trained for the Cheech as well. So with the Walk and Wonder tours, you can have a docent-led tour along with an art class if you want. It doesn't have to be just classes. It can be families as well that come in, which I love because the more the merrier that come in, especially when visits from like different parts of the state or country come in. But we have, again, docent-led tours with an art class inspired by the Cheech. Art class is optional, all for the interest of the client or whoever is reaching out to me. And Walk and Wonder allows for deeper insight and aims to evoke conversation while exploring our exhibitions. So with Walk and Wonder, especially with the Cheech Marine Center opening up, we are very much pushing for integrating dual language immersion into our program as well. We have docents that I'm training who are all volunteer-based, but are more than willing to come in and give tours in Spanish, if not both. And I do that as well, but it's nice to have help. So we do that. And then the art classes that we have, this on the bottom here is a class inspired by Yolanda Gonzalez. And we have on the left here, the exhibition of Sonia Fey, which is a Chicana artist that we have on display right now. So having the students see firsthand imagery that they know very well, symbols that they know, people that they know, things like that really makes for them having a different idea of what a museum or a gallery space is, which I think is very important. But this past year, we've completely changed our Walk and Wonder art class curriculum to include Chicana and Chicana artists. So we really want to do what we're doing with Art to Go with Walk and Wonder. All of the lessons are completely different, but they all kind of touch on what the Chicano artist emphasizes on, as well as different art elements that they can learn with everyday things that they have at home too. So yeah, and if you have any questions, or if you want to book a tour or want to have a class, register for a class, we have all that information on our website. Again, if you type in Riverside Art Museum or Cheech Marine Center on Google, we will pop up, first ones to pop up. And if you have any other questions, I'm sure you can drop in a question on our website, and whoever that question is for, will answer it for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alexa, for sharing all of that information with us. How exciting to have the Cheech in our town. I think it's a really cool resource for all of our kids and families. And it's kind of a dream come true that an old building, though it was a library before, and I used to take my kids to story time there, but that it can have new life and new meaning and such purposeful meaning. So very exciting. I have a question. I'd like to open it up to anybody else that has questions as well, but I get to ask mine first. How many can you accommodate for a tour for the Walk and Wonder?
For a tour, we have no more than 36 in a group. It all depends on an art class as well. We usually keep it at 36 because that is the max that we can hold in a classroom, and the max that maybe one instructor can have to actually get that one-on-one art class. 36, anything more than that can be split into whatever amount of groups. We have a lot of Puente Project and Valverde Unified School District actually coming in, and they're coming in multiple times in a day. So that's exciting, but yeah, 36.
Okay, awesome. I think I'll be in contact with you to try to get something set up for this summer.
Please, we're filling up fast. It's crazy.
Are you? Okay, well then I will be emailing you after this meeting.
There you go.
If anyone else has questions, please feel free to jump on in.
I see one in the chat right now. It says, do you know what age group will the art classes be offered? So I actually don't have like a restriction on who can't. I actually just ask whoever is wanting to schedule the age group of the people participating in the art class, and I adapt to the group. So we have from preschool all the way to high school. And then if any adult tours want to come in, we also have those as well, which are fun. Any other questions? Alrighty. You're welcome.
Well, thank you so much, Alexa, for presenting on behalf of the Cheech and RAM. You did great. And I think we're also excited to come be a part of the museum this summer.
Please do. We're a long time coming, but we're trying to get everyone, at least from Riverside, kind of in the door first, since we're the ones who have been all seeing it happen from, the announcement of the library being moved to now. So I'm very excited to at least be able to see everyone and talk to everyone as well. If you want that more personal tour, please reach out to me. this is what I'm here for. And we do offer some type of discount for group tours, as well as working with you to make sure that you can actually attend and visit with us. So
Awesome. Thank you so much. That's really
Mhm.
exciting. Okay. All right, next up we have Jackie Murillo with our summer opportunities.
Would you like me to stop sharing if Jackie's going to share?
The slide is fine, Esther. Everything's on the slideshow.
Oh, I don't see. Oh, right there. Sorry.
There we go.
Okay, sorry.
No problem. Thank you so much. Alexa, thank you so much for that information. That really is giving us something to look forward to for this summer. Along with that, we wanted to provide more information on the bilingual story times that our local libraries are having. Right here, I don't know if parents want to do like take a screenshot of what you're seeing now. Also, if you visit the Riverside Library, more information is there, but we felt that, you know, highlighting the bilingual story time for you guys would be something a little bit more useful. So that's why we have some happening at Casablanca Library, and that's on Tuesdays at 3:30. And then Arlanza Library on Thursdays at 11. And then they do have a virtual one, bilingual as well, which is the second and the fourth Wednesday of the month. And that's via YouTube, and they have it through the Facebook as well. And here we have some more online resources. If you guys would like to also screenshot this, we have the link below, and this is for the Spanish language resources. And this was actually created by two DLI students. So if anybody wants to take a look, I do want to advise that this is not RUSD partnered, but if there is an outside link or source that you guys would like to use, that is also available for you guys. And something that we are also working on, getting all the details together, is that we are planning a few tours. We have the March Air Force Museum, the Northgate Market Tour, and we will also be working with hopefully the Cheech Marine Center and the UCR Arts, as well as the UCR Botanic Gardens. We don't have dates and times yet, as a lot of these places are loosening up on restrictions and getting groups in. So we haven't been able to get anything concrete, but we do advise that if this is something that you guys want to do, please follow us on Facebook, as we will be posting all the information there as soon as it becomes available for us. But this is also something really exciting. And of course, you know, all these tours will be in Spanish to kind of get that language going over the summer. So I think that's all I have. Yep, that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jackie.
You're welcome.
And our next slide, let's see, we have Esther Garcia doing our DLI updates.
Yes. Hi, everyone. The updates will be DLI applications. This week, especially, we've had many phone calls about the application, which makes me very happy. Translator certificate, elementary and middle school promotions, tutoring, and summer school. These are just a few updates that we have. For the DLI application updates, the fall application for students in grades 1 through 9th grade are being reviewed, and notices will be mailed between the end of May through mid-June for those students that we do accept. Please know that acceptance to our program at this time of the year depends on the available spaces. Whatever available spaces open up, we go to our wait list and we select students from the wait list based on their student number. the after window application, we actually already accepted some of the students from that list, and we are continuing to review the applications. This application is mainly for kindergarten, and we are still recruiting Spanish speaking students and bilingual students because our program is a 50-50 model. We like to have 50% of Spanish speaking students and 50% of English only students. And so we still have a few, not too many, but we still have a few of the Spanish and bilingual speaking children. So if your child is bilingual or speaks Spanish, please apply. We do have a few spaces open. If the spaces do not become filled by the beginning of the school year, we do fill them with English only students. The Introduction to English Spanish Translation course at Poly High School. This is so exciting. This is the official name of our translation certificate course. It's Introduction to English and Spanish Translation course. This course is now a full course with the agenda, the coursework for the entire year. And this one is to introduce your students who will be 12th grade students next year to all of the 12th graders next year. We're actually, I have to take a minute to say that we are so excited that we are finally going to reach 12th grade next year in our DLI program. Our very first cohort who started DLI many years ago at Washington Elementary School will now be 12th grade students next year. So this translation is an introductory course that provides students with foundations in the skills of English and Spanish translation. This course will introduce students to the fundamentals of translation, used to emphasize different writing styles. We part of the DLI pathways. This course is part of the pathway. Students will receive a translation certificate at the end of the 12th grade and will be taught by one of our Spanish teachers at Poly. And I have to tell you that we haven't even started this course, but it's already becoming a very popular course in our district, with some principals who are not principals of DLI schools reaching out to see if we can bring it to their schools. This is for DLI only next year. Perhaps in the future, we can expand it to the other sites. Course description has been written and submitted for approval. It has already gone through 2 approvals, and they were fully approved, which is called the Curriculum Council. One is for teachers and one's for administrators, and both we're very happy to approve this course. Now that the full course description has been written and submitted, we will now just wait for the board's approval. 12th grade students are the only students that will be allowed to take this course. I am very, very sorry, parents, if you have a student that will be entering 12th grade who has followed the seal of biliteracy closely and will also be bilingual. They will not be able to participate, at least not next school year. This course will be exclusive to DLI students next school year. We need to make sure that we have enough spaces for our DLI students, and we need to make sure that that our DLI students will receive the full support from the teacher and the staff when with this course, especially because it's a brand new course. Our next steps will be to train our teachers in June. We add the students to this course, and course begins on day 1 of our new school year. Elementary and middle school promotions are almost here, parents. And if your site sends information about a live promotion, we ask you to please contact your child's school for promotion dates and times. I am getting a few phone calls from parents, and I feel really bad because I do not have the times. I will start collecting the times from their schools, but at this moment, I do not have the promotion dates and times for our DLI schools. So please, to get this information and to get the correct information, call your child's school. Carefully read the information sent home so that you can follow the protocols and expectations from the sites. Each site will have their own expectations, so your child is provided a positive and memorable experience. 6th grade and 8th grade promotion are very memorable, so help your sites and help your child make this a positive experience. DLI high school tutoring has come to an end. It ended May 6th, and we are so thankful to our students, our high school students who provided this service, to our teachers who provided supervision and help our students with the program, with the Google Meet, with the lesson plans, and Mrs. Thetford for making this resource possible. Mrs. Thetford led this program all year long. And so we are very grateful for everybody that participated. And we are hoping that we can bring it back next year, but a little bit bigger. We want to start recruiting probably this summer, start reaching out to some of our students and teachers. Elementary summer program, the session begins on May 31st and it will end on June 30th. Yes, our DLI students will participate, and we do have our own DLI teachers who will be teaching summer school this summer between May 31st and June 30th. It will be a Monday through Friday program from 8:30 to 2:30 p.m. A priority list was sent to each school site for students who will be invited to attend. If we do not fill all of the spots with the students who will be invited, then please contact your principal at your own school so that they can let you know if spots become available if you wish for your child to attend summer school. If your child was invited to attend, you should have received a paper application or a link already. If your child was not invited, please check with your school. Applications were due April 20th. So as you can see, we have been working on this program for a while now, and all of the information that we needed, we did started sending it out in April. If you have any questions regarding summer school, please make sure that you email me or give us a call. We will be able to answer any questions regarding summer school. And with this, we're excited that another year has come to an end. It was a challenging year, but it was such a rewarding year. We were able to support our students in many ways. And we are hoping that we continue to support our students and to even expand some of the supports that we want to see in our DLI program. We'll see you all in 2022-2023 school year. And I wish all of you to have a wonderful summer.
And Esther, before we sign off on our final page, we do have a question about summer school.
Yes.
Katie's asking, where'd it go? How are the children chosen to attend the summer program?
It is based on need. If the students who need more support based on their academic performance and at the grade level, we select them first because we know they need that extra support. We know that they need the interventions that we provide during the summer school. And because the summer program is a little bit longer this school year, we are hoping that some of the language loss and some of the academic loss that some of our students experienced last school year during virtual program, that we can start making it up and we can start catching them up again. So it is based on an academic need.
Thank you, Esther. And before we continue, are there any other questions or comments about tonight's content?
Only I'm gonna head out, but thank you so much to everybody. I will hopefully see you soon and reach out to me if you have any more questions. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you
so much, Alessa.
Bye, Alexa. Thank you.
Okay, I think that's probably it for questions then. So next year, we will still be holding our meetings as of now on the second Tuesday of each month. That may change, but we'll announce it, of course, with plenty of time for families to plan. I'm Ashley Peak, your Somos DLI president. Esther Garcia, our DLI coordinator. Our Somos team email, if you'd like to just contact the group as a whole, is here. It's the Gmail account listed. Our website is listed here. It's a Google site. We do put that on our Facebook from time to time. And if you have trouble finding it, you can always reach out to myself or Jackie or Allison, our other parent counterpart. You can find us on Facebook, of course, at RUSD Somos DLI. And before we go, I just want to say a big thank you to our translator, Miriam, and to our entire Somos DLI team, Esther, Patricia, Allison, and Jackie. Thank you so much for making this a successful first year as a group. Yay. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Yeah. Thank you. I would just like to say thank you. Thank you to all of the parents. Thank you to the team. I know we're going to have a great year next year.
I think you're right. I'm looking forward to it, and also looking forward to summer break. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
I'm going to stop the recording.